Hey, oh, part three. Where did we leave off at? Oh yeah, I'm in jail. Okay, so I'm in jail. Well, they take me to a cell and all. I don't know how many of you have been to jail, but they have snitches, and these snitches, they do the bidding for the cops. They they try to get like information from you and all kinds of stuff like that, or to kind of intimidate you, like. They'll tell you, what they told me was, when you go to court and you tell the truth, they're going to kill you. The way they kill you in this particular jail is they got this chair that they strap you into, and then they put this spit guard on you. It's like a shield, a mask. It's all plexiglass or, something like that. Then they take and they squirt in pepper spray. And they just kind of fill that mask full of pepper spray. And so you either suffocate or a lot of people have a heart attack before they suffocate. But yeah, this particular jail, they all have something, some kind of torturing kind of thing. This particular one, they just didn't give you enough food, or just enough to survive on, I should say. Everybody's skinny as a rail there. It looked like a concentration camp. But I lost 37 pounds just by laying on a cot. But they had me in there for about 9 months. But everything costs. And you can't make money in jail. Like if, phone calls or whatever, it costs you. And they made it so where you had to like buy your own commissary, basically buy your own food, or you'd starve, or you'd be starving all the time, like I was. They make it very profitable for states to incarcerate people. I think that they're given. I'm not sure about this figure, but what I understand, it's like $63 a day per inmate. And, I got like a TV dinner. It wasn't like a small TV dinner for dinner every night. Of course, you got your green bologna sandwiches for lunch, and then a biscuit with some gravy on it, or a little cup of oatmeal for breakfast. It's just enough to sustain you. But, like for showering and that kind of stuff, they give you these little packs. It's kind of like you'd get at, I don't know, the little small travel size at the dollar store. And they're supposed to give them to you. But this jail, they charged you for them. And if you couldn't buy them, then you create a debt in that jail. So if somebody did come in and put money, it's called like putting money on your book so you can like buy something. It would come out of those little things that you're supposed to get for free. It would come out of that until you paid all those off, and then you'd have money you could spend to buy like a real bar of soap, or some real shampoo, or something to eat. Some real food. So that's how that works. It's in for 9 months. I go to court, and then they had send me off to see if I was mentally capable of going to court. Is all tricks to keep me in jail, keep me in jail. See, obviously you can't work when you're in jail, and like say you have a house or a car or anything, apartment, whatever. You can't pay for that. You can't make money, so you're not paying for this, and what happens to all your stuff? Well, you get evicted, and all your stuff goes on the street. I can't afford to start over from scratch at 50 years old. What little I got, I need to hang on to. I was given a lawyer, Melanie, I think is her name. This is all a matter of public record, so names are anybody can find out. I give you the case number and all, and you can find out for yourself. I'll put down in the description other people involved in this. That's a matter of public record. So and everything's on the up and up on that. But anyway, so my lawyer sees me like the day before my last court date, and I see her for 5 minutes, and I go to try to tell her what what happened, and she just looks up at the ceiling and rolls her eyes. All the questions she was asking me were questions to, like, help the prosecuting attorney's case, to incriminate me. They worked out of the same office. She gives me this form to fill out, and it was like something you would fill out after you've already been convicted, and for probation. So I mean, everything was already pre-figured out here, and everything on that was stuff that would incriminate me. Everything was filled out. She said, but I had to have it filled out by the next day, or else the judge was going to make him very angry with me or something like that. I'm illiterate, so I can't read very well, and I certainly can't spell. So I did the best I could, filled it out. And see, the thing is, when you're in jail, there's nobody to help you. There's nobody you can talk to. There's other inmates. They're not lawyers. Anyway, so I go to court, and this is the only time I really got to talk to my lawyer. I'd been to court a couple times before this, but they always gave me different lawyers. See, I had to get a public defender because I don't have any money on hand. I work week to week, paycheck to paycheck. There's no savings. I'm just trying to get by in life. And at this, being in jail for 8.5 months or whatever, I don't have anything. I'm just worried about what I can try to get out. I have to get out and try to hang on to what little bit I have, if I can at this point. Okay. I don't have anybody to help me either. I have very elderly parents that I try to take care of. Their thinking is, stuck in the 40s. They've never progressed past that type of thinking. So people take advantage of them every chance they get because so I had to get out. I mean, so we go to court. I'm in the back of the courthouse, waiting for other trials or whatever to get done that day. And my lawyer comes back there. And this is the longest I ever talked to her. And we kind of started going over the case. She was telling me what I'm being charged with. And, I'm telling her, well, those are all lies. But I said, well, aren't you going to help me with this? Or aren't you going to do anything, on my behalf to at least let me tell you what happened? And she said no. She said, no, I'm not going to do anything to help you. So I'm like, well, I can't represent myself. And then I'm given a lawyer who won't represent me, told me to my face. And then, right after she tells me that, we go before the judge. And the judge is, hang on. So, the judge comes, how do you plead? I said, well, I'm innocent of all these charges. Okay, my lawyer is supposed to be there with me. She wasn't. She's back, pretty far back, in the seats with the prosecuting attorney. See, everybody had left at this time. They didn't bring this case until everybody left the courthouse, or I had to go to court that day. It was a light day. But anyway, so there was nobody in the courtroom except my parents were there, and there was a few other people. I think neighbors, a couple neighbors were there. So I said, well, I'm innocent of all these charges. And he goes, the court recorder's broken. Hoodwink. Yeah, we'll have to take this by dictation. He didn't even really try to play it off something really happened. It was very obvious what they were doing. They didn't want my testimony in there, and the dictation, they definitely never said that in there. They just put bits and pieces of what would incriminate me. So I'm thinking, that just did it for me. I mean, the corruption, I mean, it goes from the cops to the lawyers and now to the judge. I'm screwed. And I had to get out of jail. I mean, so at this point, I'm just done. I'm like, okay, I can't fight this case in jail. There's no way to do it from in jail. I have to get out. I got to save myself. Well, maybe I can have this taken back to court. It's the only thing. I said, okay, yeah. I said, well, you know what? I plead no contest. You know, I just need to get out of jail. And so, oh, well, you can't plead no contest. You have to plead guilty. I'm like, well, no contest is. He said, yeah, well, we don't accept that as a plea. And there was something on there that you could plead. It was kind of the same thing. I forget what they call it. And I was like, yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. You know, I'm not saying I'm guilty or not. I'm just no contest. You guys win. Let's get me out. But he wouldn't let me do that. He said, no, you have to plead guilty to, you know, or innocent. You know, innocent. And I couldn't go back to jail. They'd murder me for sure. And, you know, being murdered in the world, you know, that's one thing. But being caged and then executed, that's a total different mindset. That's, you know, that's, I don't know what that is. But anyway, oh, and the reason I'm going to be putting these names in, if they do come and murder me, you know where there's breadcrumbs for somebody to, you know, follow. Okay, so okay, whatever. I'm guilty. I'm guilty of all of it. Just, you know, I got to get out of jail. I got to try to save what little bit. I can't afford to be homeless at 50. And they start reading off like charges, everything. They say, yeah, I'm guilty. I'm guilty. I'm guilty. I'm guilty. You know, and that's the only way I could make it out. And I didn't want to be murdered in jail. And that was what's next. So I got out that day and on probation and all that. And Angie, the one that pulled that knife on me, I'm the third person she's done this to. Called the police on and lied to them. She once told me, she said all men should be in jail. She said women should just be able to go check them out like you would a book at a library. Go check them out for the weekend and take them back to jail. She honestly believes that. 30% of the people. So there's about a third that need to be in there. There's a third that, you know, they got caught up in something. And then there's a third that are innocent. And these innocent people, I like to hear from you in the comments, by the way, are a lot of people. The amount of people, the numbers, I mean, this is in each county too. Way outnumbered the cops, you know. It's like they're I mean, knowingly or not, they're kind of creating a group of people that know what's going on, you know. But it's got to stop. Somewhere, sometime, or maybe it's always been this way, I don't know. But the United States has declared war on on American citizens. And they just didn't tell us. And we do nothing about it because, I mean, well, we try to elect people to, you know, to make change. Well, that doesn't work, does it? What we've been doing so far doesn't work. And it's getting worse. So we have to do something different. Because obviously, what's got us to this point is what we've been doing. And doing nothing has got us to this point. You know, eventually it's going to happen to you, or somebody you know, somebody you love. And then you're going to wonder why doesn't somebody do something about this? You know, and it's because, well, you haven't done anything about it. You know, I'm guilty of this. And it's happened to me. And I was like, wow, I wish somebody would do something about that. We got to group together and figure this out.